Hey you guys, so if you want to book, donate, go to the link in my bio. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to come on real quick and talk about something that I have been working out in my own life over the last few years. And it's knowing what I want. Knowing what I want in the world in regards to other people in my life, right? And it starts with you, right? It starts with you, and by embodying what you want and knowing what you do and don't want in this world, you're better able to see things that you want and recognize that of which doesn't work and what does work, right? So one of the biggest things, and I don't know why I'm bringing this up, honestly, it's just been on my mind as of late, because this is a past energy for me of what I would allow in my life in regards to company, people, the energy that I would allow. And it's no judgment, because I've honestly been in this place myself before. I internalize, I've said this before, I internalize everything, so I wouldn't necessarily communicate it, but it was something I was thinking, and it was this idea of something that I changed within myself, and I do not allow this kind of energy around me anymore, is folks who feel as if they need to compete with me, folks who feel jealous of elements that maybe I've figured out and they haven't, when in reality there were always elements of things they had figured out that I hadn't, that were of help to me. And people who were threatened by who I was becoming. So there was a point where I lived in such low self-esteem that, and I mentioned this in a post a while ago, that people learned to value me for who I was presenting myself as. And it wasn't anyone's fault. It wasn't even my fault. I didn't know. It was just what it was. And naturally, when there's an evolution of who you are and you change things up, and for me it was just really loving myself. I really hated myself for a long time. I really did. In reality, I was actually a pretty good person. But I was really, not to say I wasn't a part of the problems in my communications with people, not to say that at all, but I was very much, from a very early age, taught to stifle the authenticity of who I was and be something that I was not. Be whatever anyone around me needed me to be. And I did that because I needed to survive my environments. It was really, really important. If I had not, at that time, because I didn't know any better and I wasn't around people that knew any better, if I had not done that, I would not have survived my environment. My psyche was pretty messed up years later, and I had to unwind and I had to reevaluate. But at that time, it really wouldn't have made any sense, because I probably would have, I don't know, lost it maybe. I don't know how that works. But so it was imperative that I went through that. Then it was imperative that I learned my worth. Then it was imperative that I really started loving myself. And I do love myself. There isn't an ounce of hate towards myself anymore. And it's just the most beautiful, blessed thing. I will definitely beat myself up for sure. And I definitely have my blind spots. No one's perfect. But the difference is I strive to live functionally in my life. And so if this helps anyone, I found that it was really important that the people around me were so and are so, and none of us are purely always so secure in ourselves that we're gonna never feel like we have to compete with someone or always feel great about someone else. You know, it's never gonna be like that. But truly, authentically, from a place of integrity, how do you want to show up in someone's life? Are you secure enough in yourself to know that you don't need to compete with someone else? Are you secure enough in yourself to know that you don't need to be jealous of elements they figured out? Because in reality, it's elements that are within you. My neighbor just tried to come out. So it's really important that you figure out these things and know that you are truly whole within yourself. I don't need people around me. I want people around me. I want good company. I want people who are so secure within themselves, at least that they don't feel like they need to take that energy from someone else, right? So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.